Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Healthcare Heroes, where we recognize our dedicated frontline staff and managers. I'm Sandy Potter, joining you once again today from my home studio, along with Masonicare President and CEO, JP Venoit, and Audrey, our Director of Community Services and Social Accountability. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. Audrey, we're so happy to be speaking with you today. We wanted to recognize you not only for everything that you do for Masonicare, but also for being recently recognized as a recipient of the 2020 LeadingAge Connecticut Social Accountability Award of Excellence. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's such a wonderful recognition. Thank you.
Well, we're so happy that you're receiving that, and well deserved. You know, in your role, you wear so many hats and you touch many people, from our residents and their families to community members from across the state. Can you tell everyone about some of the projects you've been working on, particularly during the pandemic?
Absolutely. So there's been a lot of things that we've been able to do. Everyone talks about what that we are not able to do during this pandemic, but so many things that we're able to do. And the first is what we call Messages of Hope calls. And this is where we will take calls from anyone in the community, as well as residents in our own community here through the Masonicare communities, and just talk, offer resources, offer a gentle shoulder to discuss whatever they would like to. And that has just been really nice to not only talk to some of the residents that we know at Masonicare, but to reach out and talk to so many other people that perhaps we would have never gotten the opportunity to speak with. One of my favorite things that I've been doing during this pandemic is a cooking show called At the Stove with Audrey Grove. And it kind of all started about 3 weeks into the pandemic. I was lying in bed, getting ready to get up for work, to work from home. And I kept thinking, what could I do working from home that could help? And I thought, well, I like to cook, and I could this way kind of invite people into my kitchen. I'd be coming into their homes. Not only could I teach them a recipe, but I could just check in and see how they're doing and let them know that even though some of our employees aren't physically at Masonicare, we're still thinking about you and we're still here for you. So that's been a lot of fun. We're already up to episode 13, which is great. We've also done, to keep us busy in our downtime, we've done a community health needs assessment. And this has really taken place all over Connecticut. And it's an opportunity for Masonicare to learn what the unmet needs are out in our communities, and then devise strategies to address these needs. So we do this every 3 years, and it was just perfect timing that we got to do it this year. We had to change it a little bit because typically we meet with people one-on-one and talk to them. This year we had to mail out a survey and email surveys, but we got such great feedback. I'm very encouraged. Another thing that Masonicare does that I'm just so proud to be a part of is our Social Accountability Committee. And this is a group of employees, probably we're up to about 16 or 17 now, and anyone at Masonicare is welcome to join. And we plan and tackle projects for out in our communities. So not things that happen per se at Masonicare, things that happen all over the state of Connecticut, and we partner with lots of different organizations. And for example, the United Way, local food pantries, local emergency shelters, things like that. And I wrote down a few of the things that we've done in the last few years, only because I knew that there were so many I might forget. So just some quick examples are, we do complete Thanksgiving meal baskets that we donate to the United Way. In the summertime, we do a fan and bottled water drive, and we work with social services offices all over Connecticut, as well as senior centers. We do a sock drive for homeless shelters. We've done winter coat drives, food drives for the Connecticut Food Bank, Goodwill drives for clothes and linen, and we did a great drive for toiletries for an emergency shelter. So that was, all these things just make me so happy and proud to be a part of the Masonicare experience.
It's an incredible list, and JP, we're really only scratching the surface here of all the things that Audrey does on a daily basis and all the projects that she leads. She's just a true asset in so many ways.
Well, first we need to congratulate Audrey in her award because it's well deserved. It's listening to all that is done. It brings me back to what I always say. Those little things make such a difference to those that we serve. And that's what Audrey has the ability to do. And just listening to her energy behind it, it warms my heart knowing that this is what Masonicare is all about. And she's really the epitome of making sure that we are doing those outreaches to those that are in need. And, I've watched some of her videos. We were talking about it earlier about her cooking show, and I haven't tried any of the cooking that she's done on her things, but I will tell you they look absolutely delicious. But they look delicious not only in what they represent from a food perspective, but they represent hope. They represent fun, excitement, and those watching. I know our residents, I know people out in the community are watching it. It's bringing all of us closer together, even during this COVID pandemic. And I thank you, Audrey, because things like that are really what we're all about here at Masonicare. And you are, as I said earlier, you're the role model for what we do each and every day. So thank you.
Thank you so much. You reminded me of a quote that I like to end my cooking show with, is that cooking is love that you can taste. And we can also add hope as well.
Perfect.
That's beautiful. Audrey, one thing we didn't talk about yet is our Masonicare Memory Keepers team, which is our team for the Walk to End Alzheimer's. And I know that this year's walk has gone virtual, but there's still plenty of time and lots of ways for folks to get involved. Can you tell us about that?
Oh, yeah. So that is an organization that's near and dear to my heart, as well as to all of the people that we serve at Masonicare and their families. So every year we do walk teams, both at the New London Walk and the New Haven Walk. And as you said, this year is virtual, but there's still so much we can do. First of all, the very first thing you could do is join our team. We would love it. You don't even have to work at Masonicare to be on our team. We always encourage people to invite friends and family. In the past, we've had upwards of 70 to 75 people on our team, and we've raised awareness and a great deal of funds. And in the process, we've also made some great connections and friends. And I think we've felt very proud of ourselves for what we've been able to do. So yes, you can join the team. You could send me an email. I can send you the link to join the team. Sandy, I don't know if you want to put that up.
Sure, I sure will. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great event. And even though we can't necessarily all walk together this year, like you said, there's so many ways to be involved, and we'd love to have everybody join us for that wonderful day. And this year's, the date is Saturday.
Saturday, September 26th. But what we're doing is we're asking everyone who's walking on our team to take a picture or even a little video, if you like, of yourself and whoever's walking with you. And we're going to have them sent in to you, Sandy, and hopefully you can make a beautiful collage to represent how Masonicare supports the Alzheimer's Association, as well as our residents and families.
That's absolutely going to be my pleasure. Well, thank you both so much for sharing time with us today. And Audrey, thank you again for your dedication and your compassion to our residents, to their families, and to the entire community. You are a shining example of what JP calls Masonicare Strong.
Thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm Sandy Potter, and thank you for watching at home. We'll hope you join us next time for another edition of Healthcare Heroes. Until then, be well.